Hey everybody, it's Caasi back again. I'm here today to make a video about how to get thick locks. I'm making this video in response to a question I got from a young man who goes by the name of Brickslinger2. I assume you're out there slinging them bricks and now you want to know how to get your locks thick. Honestly, Brickslinger2, your username concerns me a little bit, but I'm here to give some information. Honestly, when I read your question, my heart sank a little bit because you used the 6 words that a person with locks should never use, which is, I want mine exactly like XYZ, and you said you want yours exactly like mine. The reason I say a person with locks should never say this is because nobody's locks are ever the same. Your hair is different from my hair, it's different from the next person's hair, and when they lock, they're going to be just as different. Put the idea of having your hair exactly like mine out of the picture. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, I'm just saying that in like a truthful way. But besides that, there are ways that you can possibly get your locks to be thicker than they already are. The best way, obviously, would have been to start them thicker in the first place, which would mean starting with a lower number of them. The less locks you have, the thicker they're going to be. The number one reason my locks are this thick is because they were started this way. I've combined less than 10 locks over this 4-year period, so these were not artificially made this thick. They've always been like this. My aunt who started my locks, she didn't know she was starting my locks. She just thought she was putting 2-strand twists in my hair. I never told her I was just going to leave them in. If I had, she probably would have done them smaller. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad she didn't because I like them just how they are. But yeah, that's the number one reason my locks are this thick, because they have always been this thick. I've always had 80 or less locks. But if you're already along in the game and you're not trying to start over, then there are other ways. The next best way would be to stop twisting your hair. The number 2 reason my locks are this thick is because I barely twist them. I'm talking like 2 to 4 times a year. And 4 would be like a lot. That would be a busy year. I wash my hair a lot, I rinse it a hell of a lot in the summer, and I keep it moisturized and conditioned and all that, but actually twisting it, hardly ever. That is another reason why my hair has stayed this thick, because my roots have so much time to just grow and expand and do what they want to do. When you don't twist your hair, you find that your roots will thicken. And if you continue to not twist your hair, that's the important part, continuing to not twist your hair, then your locks will get thicker. So however much you're twisting now, twist less. Or you can not twist it all and just freeform it out and you'll definitely get some thick locks. But if that's not your style, then you're going to need to twist a lot less. Second, you're going to need some patience, because the lock thickening process is just like everything else with locks, it's a waiting process. Don't say, oh, my locks aren't thick, it's been 2 months, I'm gonna do something else. You have to have patience, because if you're doing something different to your hair like every 2 months because you're not seeing results, then your hair is never going to have a break. It's never going to have a chance to actually show you some results. It's going to be tired. It's not going to grow or thicken as much as you want. So you need to have patience to allow your hair to show you that it's changing, because hair takes a while to change. Now, if the first 2 methods don't work for you, if you're not trying to stop twisting your hair as often and you're not really trying to wait either, then you might want to combine your locks. Now, I don't know that much about combining. I know there are different ways to do it. I know you can like twist your locks together, or you can like take out one lock and wrap the loose hair around another one. You can braid them. I know there's a lot of different ways to combine your hair. You can sew them together. You might want to investigate that if you want them immediately thicker. And I know there's a girl on here who has a lot of videos. She combined her locks, and she has videos about combined locks. Her name is Cocoa Butter, or it's like, it's not spelled like cocoa butter, it's like cocoa butter or something. I'll figure it out and put her link in the bar, but she has a lot of stuff on combined locks. And also, if your hair is already pretty long, unless you combine them, you're probably not going to see a huge change. Even if you do stop twisting, they will get thicker, but they're not going to magically like double in size unless you do something drastic like combining. So think about those options, think about which one is right for you. But remember this, you always need to be cautious when trying to change your locks in some way. You always need to consider the type of hair you have. Do you have thick hair? Do you have fine hair? Is your hair going to be able to handle thick locks? And don't idealize someone else's locks. Don't say, I want my locks exactly like this person, because you don't really know what that person's locks are like. So make sure you love your own hair. You know, don't love someone else's hair more than you love your own. Sum it all up, before you do anything, consider your hair type. Is it fine? Is it thick? Can it handle thick locks? Or are they going to give you problems? Then try to stop twisting for a while, and then make sure you wait it out long enough to see any real change. And if that's not working fast enough for you, combine them. And always take care of your hair. Keep it moisturized, keep it clean, and find what works for you. Don't go off what everybody else says all the time, including me. So I hope this helps, and good luck, Brickslinger 2. Be careful out there with the bricks. See you guys next time. Bye.